We're at CES Unveiled. It's the first major event at this year's Consumer Electronics Show. I'm with Peter Sisson. He is the founder and CEO of a company called Line 2. Now, we know that the iPad can be a phone for personal use, and now they're taking it to a whole new level with Line 2. Small businesses can now add an extra line and do all of their work just on the iPad, correct?
That's correct. With Line 2, you basically turns your iPad into a fully functioning desktop business phone. It has call waiting, caller ID, you can set up conferences, you can transfer calls. These are all things that you can't do with Skype or Google Voice. They sort of do pieces of it, but this is a single app that does it all, sort of backed up with live customer support as well. So it's really targeting professionals and small businesses.
Right, Google and Skype really led the way in terms of this, but how does this compare to, let's say, Cisco's system, and why would someone choose this over that? And especially, you know, they've been around for a long time.
Yeah, I'd say the difference is that we're $9.95 a month per line, all in. No equipment to buy, you've already got the iPad. You're basically just adding functionality to the iPad, so why go out and spend $350 on a Cisco feature phone for every desk in your office? In a world where everybody's on Wi-Fi and on tablets and smartphones and thin, Ultrabooks or MacBooks, why do you need to spend $350 for a phone that's going to sit on your desk most of the time? Everyone's using their mobile phones.
Now, privacy is a really big issue in terms of Google Voice. Yeah. What have you done to make sure that people are comfortable that you've secured this network?
We're PCI compliant. Everything, unlike Skype, we're not a peer-to-peer network, so we're a client-server architecture. All the processing, all the data, everything's happening back in our data center, which is PCI compliant, which means basically secure. All of our credit card and financial information is not even held by us. CyberSource controls that. So basically we're a much more secure situation, say, than Skype, where your calls are bridged on other people's PCs, and there's some security risk to that architecture.
I would imagine that you're facing quite a few challenges in terms of the networks and working with them. What challenges are you facing in terms of some of them?
I'd say the carriers have actually signed up to the fact that metering and charging for voice is over. They're really becoming big mobile ISPs, big data service.
But they're not coming in. They have to be kicking and screaming a little bit.
Well, Lowell McAdam was on record, CEO of Verizon, mid last year, saying, "I recognize that we are no longer a voice company. We're a data company." And the model that's emerging is you'll go to them and you'll get your data service, and then you'll go to the App Store to pick your communications provider. I mean, think about your local internet service. If you have Comcast, they give you the data. They also give you an email. But you have a lot of different emails, right? They don't provide all your email. Right now, Verizon provides your only voice line. That's over. And so they'll provide the data, and you'll pick whether it's Skype or Line 2 like us or whoever you want to provide your ultimate communication services. And the genie's out of the bottle. The carriers can't stop that. And they fight a little bit on the fringes. They're blocking us with interconnection of MMS right now, which is something that a lot of us, NUVOs we're called, network unaffiliated virtual operators, sorry to get technical there, but people like us who are fighting these battles, the carriers are just, on the fringes they're fighting a little bit, but they understand the big picture and the writing's on the wall. They're not going to be charging for voice much longer.